Reconnecting, disconnected, reconnected. Software caused connection to abort. What? Okay, so now we're back.
Yeah.
I'm having some very, like, shitty issues here. Hang on.
I'm gonna go up to my delegate.
I think we're good. It says poor connection, so I hate to say it, but I think that the videos are going to get lost and that the actual stream is going to be shitty. So,
Hooray.
yay. Once I get a wired connection and this all set up, we won't have as many problems. So, look forward to that in the near future. Streaming video games is going to be a lot easier than streaming cooking for right now.
Cramps.
Hmm?
Getting cramps.
So that's about as chunked as it's going to get, huh?
Kind of.
Okay, you want to pour the grease into this trap right here? Do we need the colander for that?
I don't know.
Are we still live?
Mm.
It says we are, with 0 viewers. This is going to help my stream numbers, isn't it?
Wait a second.
What?
I lose connection too.
Well, I have my desktop running. I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. It might just say that there's nobody there, but in all honesty, there could be like a dozen people there to see this really horrible stream. Who can't stream in 480p? What kind of shit dial-up satellite internet we running in this outfit?
We need to put a modem in here.
That we do. Eventually we'll get it all figured out. So what I want to do is I want to get a camera put up above the stove and above the counter and you know, be able to switch back and forth between views on command, which would be nice. I need a little computer down here that runs OBS that's connected to 2 webcams. Problem is 1, I don't have a computer to do that. 2, I don't have the webcams. Alright, I think we're good on that regard. So, we got all that grease in there yet, which is fine.
I'll be right back.
So we're going to get that out of the way here. So, our water is finally starting to boil. And we're going to go ahead and get our noodles put in. I think a pound should be plenty. Bark. Well, that's a mistake. If I've ever made one, and I have made many, 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 many mistakes. I had to lean backwards like this in order to be visible on here. Probably supposed to break those in half, aren't I? Whoops. Ha-ha! Success! We're doing great now. Cook for 10 minutes. Hopefully this is working just fine. Sweet. Alright, so they're all in there now. I'm glad we had this big old pan. I did not start a timer, so give me just 1 second. I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to start a timer. Hey Google, set a timer. Okay, so we got the timer going. Six, huh? Nice. The damn thing's lying to me. Anybody chatting? Because we can't see him. Josie, how's it going?
I didn't see any people chatting, but I did see.
Just got my noodles in the pot.
You also got
And I got
on the floor.
I got noodles on the floor. Fuck! I mean, damn it!
Dang it!
Shut up, yo.
Darn it! Oh,
What?
oh no! Look at the sticker on the floor, and I half ripped it off.
Alright, so all of my pasta is essentially like still layered together, which is fun. I think it's fine because there's enough space between them that the water's going through it. Delicious noodles, Dr. Spots. You want the floor noodles? Well, sorry to say, they're not cooked at all. So they're very, very, very hard. And trust me, you don't want to eat the noodles off this floor.
Yeah.
So I forgot to tweet that I was live doing this. I was going to do that, but then I never quite did it because it was already 5 after 5. So I'm quite pleased with the progress we're making. So it is that be a lasagna noodles? They are. It's National Lasagna Day, and my buddy over here put a bug in my ear. He texted me at work around noon and said, "Boy, it's National Lasagna Day."
Spaghetti cake day.
Spaghetti cake day. Yes. So, I thought about that all day at work today. And I decided, you know what? We're going to make lasagna. And if I let it boil here enough, it'll be better. So, I've actually got my camera and everything set on the other side here so we can see like the prep work. But eventually what I'll do is I'm going to move the camera to the other side where we were yesterday, and we're going to, be putting it all together. I didn't pick up any particular recipe for this. I just kind of looked up the idea. So I know you need a meat sauce, you need some cheese, you need these delicious looking lasagna noodles, and you gotta layer them and bake them. So, we have our hamburger done, and eventually we're going to put it with our tomato sauce, pasta sauce, to make our sauce, meat sauce. And some of the people at work, I told them, you know what, I might make lasagna tonight. And they're telling me, they said, you should put the noodles on first. That way it actually has a base, as opposed to putting the sauce down first and making a mess. Now, it said something about a ricotta cheese mix, and one of the ladies at work was telling me just use cottage cheese. So we're going to be using cottage cheese instead of ricotta. So I've got my noodles, my cheese, the meat sauce, sand sauce. And we're going to be putting it all together here as soon as the noodles are done and I mix the sauce together. I don't know, you think we should heat the sauce or you think we should leave it as is, just cold? Because eventually it's all going to go into the oven and bake. So it really honestly doesn't matter, I don't think. But we'll see. I don't know if I asked, but how are you doing today? Pretty good? So my day was pretty great. I'm altogether way too excited to make lasagna. And I've got it figured out what I want to do for my next few cooking streams. So, one of which is literally just going to be me drinking, what did I say? Sours. So, Cosmic Rubio, I don't know if you're still there or not, or if you can hear me. I went ahead and I refunded your points for that question since it didn't pop up in the stream. And I don't know if I answered it right or not. I don't know why I have those set up for like loyalty and everything. That was something I did years ago because I thought I was going to try to get into this a little bit more. And altogether, I'm not 100% on it. So I just refunded you your bugs killed. I probably shouldn't be stirring this quite so much, huh? Occasionally, drain well. I'm gonna sit here and take a sip of my beer. What even is this?
I don't know.
So I was a little sad. Saw Lugo Bard's tweet about him not streaming, but you know, I mean, vacation's vacation. That's good stuff. Just vacuum the shit out of my floor. There you go. That's what I need to do. I have a vacuum. I don't know if it would work on this linoleum floor.
So you want me to try it?
Not while we're streaming. Obviously, we can do that later. All right. So what other part would you like to have in this whole excursion? None?
No.
No more?
No, I'll just chill.
You just gonna chill? Alright, that's fine. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And don't do half the things that I would. Actually, would you mind making the sauce?
Okay.
Just take the hamburger and run the pasta sauce in it. So am I supposed to wear gloves when I handle this? Like when I put the pasta in there? Or am I just supposed to like wash my hands really good?
Just as long as your hands were clean before, you're fine.
Well, obviously I'm going to wash them in between.
Just wash them normally.
Alright. So these haven't been in there altogether too long. We're just still waiting for them to boil. Or, well, I guess soften. The noodles are too hard. I don't know. Maybe these are going to be too much.
Hmm?
Was I supposed to break these in half? See, this is the thing about me cooking. I ask a lot of dumb questions when I'm working through it. Because I don't fully research what I'm working on beforehand. I just kind of get a general idea and I say, this sounds like fun.
Where's the can opener?
The can opener? In the other drawer. I see a shadow. Ah, it's this guy!
Ah!
Serves you right, man. That's funny. So today I'm not alone cooking. I have people here who are going to eat it. Unlike the cakes, because I had to take those to the barbecue. Actually, I forgot to take that lemon pound cake to work with me today, and I'm a little pissed off at myself about that. But I think that's my timer, but I don't know. Should I go just a minute more? I feel like I should. You know what? I would not have been able to fit another pound of noodles in here. You know what? I think that's done. I'm going to go ahead and remove from heat. I'm going to turn that timer off, and I'll be right back. That's the best part. People who eat your food and their tummies get happy, right? So the neat thing is I mentioned it, I think yesterday, but we're planning on doing a, I want to try to like be visible, because I don't want just like my mouth being the only thing people see. So, I know it looks like shit. I feel like shit when I do that too. So, the guys want to do that hot sauce challenge, and they want me to make the wings. So almost all of the hot sauces, and just a few things we're missing yet. My hot sauce, which I may or may not have mentioned yesterday, was the hentai hot sauce, and whatever my buddy else has got going on, his sauce. So as soon as those are in, and we get the wings, they're going to be eating them, not me. But the thing is we're going to stream it. So the prep work and everything is going to be on my end, but then my good friends Wired Reflexes and Imp are going to be the ones that are actually, you know, eating them. So give me 1 second to find my colander. Where did we put the colander? In here?
Indeed.
All right.
We're gonna be able to put 2 cans in that saucepan?
No, we're not going to put 2 cans in the saucepan. Just mix it. I'm going to go ahead and strain the noodles. We're going to dry them up real good. Once we got that sauce made,
Hello.
we, oh no, we had a portion of a noodle stick.
No, no.
I'm going to eat it. That might be a little bit al dente. Just listen to that. Off screen, just can you hear it? You know, I had a comedian, or my roommate in college, had a bit about a comedian where he talked about making mac and cheese, and it sounded like sex when you're stirring in the sauce and the mac and cheese.
Pussy sounds like.
So this, I hope to God I have this set as an 18 plus stream, because that's what it's supposed to be in all honesty. Alright, that's our sauce.
Indeed.
Alright, well the sauce looks good. Let me get that turned down a little bit. Sauce is done. Now, we need to get our cottage cheese and the rest of our ingredients out of the fridge. Ah, the filter fell out.
No.
No. Shut up, you. Alright. We had sour cream the whole time. Jesus. So real quick, I'm going to family-friendly vibe so far. Yeah, no. Most definitely not. All right. Here's in case cabinet. Cakes. And down. That might be a bit much. I always act respectful until I get the okay to be silly. Yeah, I try. I really try. Occasionally, maybe, sometimes. I'm gonna wash my hands. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and start doing, the buffering. Yeah, I'm sorry, my internet's not as great as it could be. Are you having fun there?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spray the pan with some non-stick pan. Oh, it's made with flour. Fuck, maybe not. Well, maybe. Should I spread it with the flour on it or not? Probably better not.
Why?
It's got flour on it. This is full baking.
What's wrong with flour?
I don't know. You want flour on the bottom of your flour?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Works for me because we are baking. Who was that handsome man you've seen? Which one? This one over here as opposed to me? That's wired reflexes. Don't do that. No, come back. I need someone.
Put this upon yourself.
Come back, you little bastard. Why? Still me out. Well, these aren't quite dry yet. Sounds dry enough to me. Alright. Ah! My foot got caught!
Oh no.
Okay, so my hands are washed, nice and clean. And my pasta's sticking to itself. Shit!
Excellent.
Not excellent. Ooh, that is just big enough. I am excited about this now. So 3 strips. Alright. Come over here and layer on some sauce for me, buddy. Actually, do you want him to come over and do the cottage cheese? We could just do a 3-man team it. He's so adorable.
No!
Don't, you're gonna freak him out. I gotta stop reading. Actually, you know what? Keep doing it. I'm just not gonna read it to him. We're good. So I'm planning on doing as many layers as I can with this 1 pound of pasta. And all the excess pasta I'm just gonna eat, because fuck it. I don't want to have to keep washing my hands. Somebody needs to pour sauce! Oh, God. Come back, would ya? Is he coming down? Oh, yeah. You need help?
Yeah.
I'll make you in charge of the, we'll have you in charge of the cottage cheese. So I'll do pasta, he'll do sauce, and then we'll do cottage cheese. You're hiding outside the camera. Come on, buddy. Come on
I don't
in.
want to.
The kids see faces anyway.
Alright, so, you got the pasta down?
Yeah, so we need sauce. So you spoon in some sauce. Don't spill it on the floor, buddy. Come on. Please strengthen that right hand. Yeah, boy. Not so much. Spread it around. Here, let me get a spatula. As fun as this sounds, and as great as it. Ah, fuck! I don't know if we'll have enough for many layers. Actually, we don't need to put a shitload of this on here, because it's supposed to be multi-layered anyway. Alright, so now, Imp, come over here and put the cottage cheese on.
I will put the cottage cheese on.
Alright,
What instrument can I use to spread the cottage cheese?
spoon.
Alright.
You will have a spoon.
Spoon.
This fucking chat's phenomenal. You'll have to just watch it later. The best part is whenever I upload these to YouTube, I like read off chats, but the chats aren't even visible on the. See, that's what I wish I could change on the OBS for mobile. I wish it wasn't so meh. All right,
There we
nice
go.
and thin now.
Get a nice good old amount in there. And then spread it around.
And maybe use a different spoon. How about we get you your own spatula? Let's see what say. The white spoon or the green spatula? Let's give him the green
White
spatula. Here, you have the green spat. We may end up adding way too much.
There's no such thing as too much cottage cheese.
Okay, for me there is because I am not.
Oh yeah, that's
I am
right.
not a fan of cottage cheese, and dairy does not agree with me.
Yeah, you don't want to be around this man when he eats dairy.
You don't know what I'm laughing at. It could be the dairy bit. But it's probably Chad. Yeah. Alright, bud. Put a little more on this side here. And we'll layer on the next set of nudes. Noodles! Oh, fuck.
Send nudes.
I put my hands in my pockets.
Oh, no.
Fuck me running.
Mark me running, I'm going sprinting.
Okay, so let's not
That looks just about right.
Just
sing the
a
songs
little
of
bit more
everybody.
on the. There we go.
Alright, now for the next set of noodles. Derry doesn't like me either, right?
Jerry Bean.
Mississippi Queen.
Oh no, noodles are stuck together again. I didn't use enough. Here, would you move that?
Yes.
That smells good in here.
I did not use enough oil. Alright, now for the next layer of pasta sauce.
Here we go.
Sauce. I am the sauce buff.
This is teamwork! This is the guild house! Ah! My floor! Watch your step! You bastard. As if the floor wasn't dirty already. Another fucking drip!
Oh.
Boy!
You're just dripping all over the place.
Oh my god. I could eat a whole pan of lasagna by myself. You know, I probably could too.
There he goes. Yeah.
That good?
I think so. I think we'll have enough for one more layer. So it should be just a 3-layer because there's going to be 4 layers of... No, there's only going to be 3 layers. Alright, time for the cottage cheese! Excuse me.
No.
This is broken. This is mine. Fuck you! Quit being such a pussy. Get in front of the camera.
No, I didn't want to block the view of the imp. The Imperator in all his glory.
This one's also broken noodle. This one is mine.
Watch, we're not gonna have enough noodles.
We'll have plenty of noodles. I have another box.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I also have the same amount. I have more meat sauce. Never regretted that choice. No, I don't usually regret things like that either. I sit there and it's like, I can eat a whole pizza on my own. You want to spread that back in because you're pushing all the meat sauce to the edge.
Oh yeah, thanks for the criticism. Alright.
Constructive criticism.
It is constructive criticism. And if anybody else wants to pitch in on that regard, you're more than welcome to. Because while this may be a cooking stream, it's also a learning stream. For me, you, and everybody else. Because you know how I said I didn't have any anything to use on my pans to keep the cakes and stuff from sticking? Guess what I found after I did all that? With flour for baking. I'm so pissed. Alright, ready for the next layer?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this will be the last layer?
No, I think we could do one more if we have enough sauce.
I don't think so.
So it's only 3 layers.
Maybe.
We'll have a lot of extra noodles.
Unless you want to make extra sauce.
Well, we don't have any more meat for the sauce.
Then this is the last layer.
Alright, put it on there. Well, let's see. Pasta, meat sauce, pasta, meat sauce, pasta, meat sauce. So this is 3 layers. I mean, we could put another layer of pasta on top of it and then coat that in cheese.
No,
Are you opposed to this?
I'm not opposed to that.
Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to... What did you... You keep... Alright.
It's not my fault. It's the act of dumping it out of the pan.
One does not simply dump shit out of pan.
Exactly.
Can it be 50 layers?
I wish.
Oh
No,
man,
that's
could
a
you
big-
imagine?
that's
I want
a
to
big
write a book.
lasagna.
It's gonna be titled 50 Layers of Lasagna.
16 tons of lasagna.
That'd be a fun book to read, wouldn't it? 50 Layers of Lasagna instead of that other horrifying, not so nice to talk about Give me that spoon. We're not going to need it no more. Into the sink with ye. Time to spread the cottage cheese. And then once we're done adding the cottage cheese and the last layer of pasta, I have shredded mozzarella cheese, and fancy shredded Parmesan cheese, as well as ground Parmesan cheese that we can put over top of it. So hungry now, guys. Yeah. No, that was the idea behind the stream, was to
make people hungry.
Yeah, make people suffer. It's like, look at how awesome we are. 1, we made it. 2, we have it. Not to be mean, but actually, you know what? That sounded like I was intending to be mean. I'm sorry.
Told you, people.
Wait, am I supposed to go crisscross? To layer it both lasagna. Can you weave a lasagna? Oh, I'm stoked. I want to find out now. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, this stuff is sat too long. Spaghetti. 1, 2, 3. Now the rest of this is all fair game. Alright, there's that. Now, I don't know. Should we just start dumping cheddar on there?
Yeah, throw it on there. Actually, let's put cottage cheese on there too.
No, no more cottage cheese.
Alright.
It'll be the undoing of me. Actually, this will kill me too.
But you like this cheese.
I'm going to use the entire bag of cheese.
Shall I rinse this off then?
Yeah, go ahead and do that for me if you would. What, too much?
No.
Well, this isn't all the cheese we're putting on it, bud.
More cheese.
Yeah, we're putting a whole another pound of cheese on there.
Oh, decadent.
The sauce is delicious.
Alright, now we just gotta spread that out. Somebody grab a spoon.
Too bad we...
Get in there, buddy! I only saw just the top of your knuckle.
I did too.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off screen.
Give him the noodles.
What the fuck, dude? Take a whole wad of it, why don't you?
I made you clean.
No, I meant to eat it. Ah, fuck you.
When and where, big boy?
You're asking the wrong questions. Okay. So now, the next step in this horrible, horrible process of this abomination of what we're going to call lasagna is to wrap it in aluminum foil. The closer it is to melt, the worse it is for me, so that it can handle most cheese. He can become a hand model. Who can? Imp?
What?
You could be a hand model?
He must be talking about Wired.
The only problem is he's left-handed.
How's that a problem?
Because people who are left-handed
Oh, sir!
are
What is
the
so
devil's kid.
Oh, fuck.
I dropped some noodles. Whoops, that was not my intent. I accidentally cut that.
Oh, shit.
Shut up, you. Alright. I need those 2 towels so that we can put this in the oven quick.
Oh, it's 5.
Yeah, I don't need that many. I think we're hot.
I'm hot.
It's a kitchen. What do you expect?
That's not what I was talking about.
Well. Alright, somebody open the stove quick.
Stove has been opened.
Lol, that's actually the oven. Alright, so now we gotta go 45 minutes at 350 and once that's done, we can take off the foil and bake it for an additional 15. Give me one moment to start my timer. Google. Set a timer. Oh, hey Google. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Starting now.
Now begins the portion of the stream where we just sit here and do nothing and drink. Who wants a beer? There are noodles all over my floor now. Which... What the fuck, guys?
A nice ASMR stream on the side.
Yeah, wet noodles.
We love you too.
I love it. Yep. I did not use enough oil on these. I don't like to eat in front of camera, so I'm going to stand off to the side. I'm sorry. I'll make these guys look at me, but I won't force y'all to do that. And other side.
Hold on, what? You want this Coke?
No, that side. My Fix-A-Flight.
You want the
Can.
can. Alright. There you go.
Sorry, I have to stare out my window. Actually, that's my back door.
I know you doxed yourself.
I what?
You just doxed
They've seen the
yourself.
outside, you doxed yourself.
Now
I
they
fucking dare you!
They will calculate from the shadows of the sun and see what position you are in the planet.
The trajectory.
Also,
of the
don't
clouds.
tell anybody, but there was a fire here the other day.
They know where we live now.
There's fires happening all over the place.
Right?
There's a little boy
So this
outside.
one's called Space Camper. It's a cosmic Indian pale ale.
This is called Coca-Cola.
You drinking one of my Cokes, you bastard!
You said I heard.
Loaded toad.
You did earn that one.
Loaded toad lager.
We're not sponsored by anybody. We just do this
Except
shit because we're dumb.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I would love a sponsorship from Coca-Cola. Man, I have been a fan of Coke since fucking high school. That was like something about 10 odd years ago.
Of the
Oh,
vodka.
yeah.
It sold for 5 cents at a pharmacy.
Wait a second.
Grasshopper Apocalypse? That sucks. I don't know what we got. We just got a bunch of flies right now.
Fucking fries.
Yeah. So while I got you gentlemen here, what do you think is going to be your favorite of the hot sauces before we get into that whole challenge of yours?
The last dab actually sounds really good. It's a mustard sauce that's got some like chile essence in it, from what I've read. It's gonna taste fine.
I can line them up on the counter. We don't have all of them yet, though.
Yeah, let's not do that until we're actually close. What we'll do is we'll take a picture and post it on Twitter of all your hot sauces. So stink bugs up, or stink bugs even? Ugh. I'm not a fan of them, but I haven't messed with them in years.
I remember encountering a stink bug inside of a wheelbarrow that my mother got from her father's house. And I didn't know what it was, so I kept on poking it, and then I smelled the foulest stench I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Give this a shot, which is called Space Camper.
Truly a memorable experience. What's this now?
Space Camper!
Yeah, I know, you told
It's
me.
an
about it.
IPA.
Oh, it's an IPA, okay. Very citrusy.
Irish Republican Army?
That's IRA, dummy.
Close enough.
There's no, that's not close enough.
Close enough.
Wait, did I even finish this beer? No. Fuck, I got 2 beers now. You never forget the smell. Great, I get 2 hand beers. One that I slightly dislike and one that I think is okay.
You just rinse that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It had alcohol in it, no problem. It's my kitchen. It's not like anybody else is going to use that. But me. I'll rinse it out again.
Rinse it out with soap.
That's called washing. We never want to go that far. Double fisting beers. I tell you what, like I said,
You eat
in
some
my
of that at me.
What?
You eat some of that at me.
Alright.
pasta de lasagna. Eat! Boy, they're having too much fun. I'm having fun. This is what it's all about,
Oh,
isn't it?
it's got the checkered pattern.
From the fucking from the strainer. But no, so I did some research, and there's like a national food day every day of the week. So I'm planning on doing the foods for Sundays going forward. The only reason I decided to do lasagna today was because somebody put a bug in my ear, and it's Monday and it's lasagna day, and I can think of nothing greater than Garfield, who doth hate Mondays but love lasagna. So, kind of ironic, I guess. I'm not sure. Oh, you son of a bitch!
And the pasta baby.
You're a piece of shit, that's what you are. You're gonna get yours! But yeah, I'm very excited to see how this turns out. Because like I said, this is the first time I've made lasagna. And it's, I think, the first time I've had both of you on a cooking stream with me. I know Lucky's been there with me to do the cheesecake, which I ended up giving him.
Lucky the bitch.
And luckily, probably will never hear that. But the spotty connection we've got going on right now, the upload to YouTube will kind of be like rips and tears of different things. It's a little disappointing, I have to admit. But,
Were you gonna touch the top of the stove?
Yes, I was.
If you look at the red light over there, it says
Feels good.
hot surface.
is it a hot service? Yeah, it is. Fuck, what?
It's ceramic.
It's very greasy too. I'm gonna wipe my hands off.
You should wipe your hands. So,
And henceforth, Two Guns sounded the trumpets.
I feel like I should change Toasty.
Bugle of war.
I feel like changing my name at this point because like the last fucking 8 or 7 streams has all just been me cooking. So it should be more like Two-Pan Ardo.
Two-pan Ardo games.
Two-Pan Ardo. Two-Pan Ardo bakes.
Two-Pan Ardo, yep. Two-beer Ardo.
Yeah, two beer. I can't believe I opened another one with this other one in my hand. I was just like, what the fuck? I just wanted to get this one out of the way, I think. Your internet is back. Oh no, my sister's calling. Well, ignore it. Tell her to ignore. We'll call her back later.
Would they see the notification on there?
No, the notifications don't ring through because I've got my Do Not Disturb. Welcome back, Cosmic Rubio. We are waiting for the lasagna to bake. Two-Pan Ardo. Right? It's horrible. Or should it be Tin-Pan Ardo?
No,
Yeah.
it's gotta be two-pan.
Two-Pan.
Give about an hour for that to finish.
No, it'll only... Actually, you know what? He's right.
Probably 1904 is when you want to pull it out.
1904? What fucking time? Where's my watch?
It's in your room.
Ah, what? That's the best name ever. Two-Pan Ardo. It's not a bad name. It's not my favorite. But it's more accurate than Two Gun right now. I mean, I have 2 toy guns in the cupboard over there. No, 10-Pan Ardo. Oh, Jesus. So, Rubio, I don't know if you heard me or not. I refunded you your bugs killed because I didn't answer your question on stream, and I'm not sure if you son of a bitch! Put those away.
We're gonna get banned from the stream for showing guns.
For showing guns, we can?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that one's gonna actually hurt. Like, it won't hurt per se. Ha! You fucking broke it, you little bastard.
Oh. This two gun's not getting shot today.
Woohoo! I live to see another day. But no, Cosme, I refunded you your points, and I started taking steps towards actually doing the theme that I wanted to do for my stream. So I've updated all of the notifications. So my follows, subscriptions, stuff, crap like that. That's all been updated to do more of the Starship Troopers theme that I wanted to do. I know Sony owns the property, and I'll never be able to get a hold of them to figure out, like, to actually go forward with it. Twitch terms of service is very fickle, right? Well, I tell you what, there's no titties and, like, other genitals showing, so I don't see a big issue with it. Not that there's anything wrong with people doing what they want. I don't know, though, because there are people that get away with body painting, right? Or not? Does that go against terms of service, you
I
think?
don't watch Twitch.
My dog says hi. She wants lasagna, too. Oh, I wish I could send everybody a piece, but I can't, because one, it would take too much money to send it, and two, they wouldn't ship it because it'd spoil. And everybody would be pissed at me if I sent it all through the mail. So
2 months later.
So that's why you have 127 bucks killed. Yep, I gave you back your points. You should be getting 10 of them every minute, I think, was what I had it set to. I don't even remember what I had put on there, to be honest. I think I left all of the options the exact same as it started. My cat named Garfelf wants lasagna. Am I saying that wrong? Lasagna?
John.
I'm using this one as a chaser because IPAs are too bitter. How horrible. This one doesn't tell me anything. Puppy started walking, so I started posting pictures again. Oh, there you go. Look forward to seeing that. So, I think my bot's running. At some point, I'll have to post, because like I said, I started uploading yesterday's stream to YouTube. I know it was a 3-hour stream, but it said it was like a 2-hour video on Twitch. Because every time it says poor connection, we lose video. At least the saved portion of the video. So everybody should still be seeing everything live. It's just that there's breaks in it. Because it's backlogged.
Oh.
Interesting can design. I'll have to let you see it once it's empty.
I've already seen it.
You've seen it? Oh, it's on the back too. Alright. What do you think?
It's alright.
You need more Coke. Have another one. Shrugs?
Halfway done.
Tells you to take a second one. Does the same issue. Why did the imp run off?
Didn't you go to the bathroom?
No. Yeah, I think he went upstairs.
No.
That bastard. There's no more pasta. You should have another piece. But if you throw it at me again, I swear to God. He snapped his neck and fixed... What a magician. Who did?
What?
Who? Him or me?
Snapped his neck and fixed. What a magician.
I don't know what I missed there.
My neck crack was more impressive.
Oh.
They heard it from the camera when I was over here.
Ah, I felt every bit of that.
That was pretty loud.
That fucking hurt! Damn! Ah! Your friend right there, yeah. They can actually see you out of the corner of the camera.
I know, I can see myself.
I should have shotgunned one of these. No, we're not going to do that on stream. That's not very fun. It's better just to socially drink little bits and bobs at an end. So I do have shredded Parmesan cheese there. Parmesan.
It's not an E. That's not an A though. It's Parmesan.
It's a Calrissian. Fucking traitor. Shredded Parmesan. Yeah, I can't think of much else to talk about right now. Future streams, just... So I did update my schedule. I'll be back in a few, guys. Gonna check the mail. Go right ahead. We'll be waiting for you to come back. So, we're waiting for everything to finish in the oven here, if you're just joining us. We've already got everything put together. We're just waiting to see how it turns out. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Paraguay. Paraguay? I can't pronounce that. Read that, would you? What Cosmic Rubio wrote there on the bottom.
Pierogi?
Pierogi?
I don't know. Pierogi? I don't know.
I
don't know spaghetti.
Boy.
Spaghetti speak?
Tortellini. I think I've had enough. Oh yeah, so I got this really crappy award at work the other day that they just put in my mailbox. Is a little slip of appreciation. Like, thanks for being here for 2 years and not asking for a raise that I deserve and desperately need. On a positive note, I actually applied for a job last night that matches my degree, which is accounting. You probably couldn't have guessed that, huh? What did you go to school for? General education? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
Tell you what. You done with your Coke?
No. He won't come down.
Why not?
He's watching YouTube videos.
Pierogi. Hopefully I said that right. The little miss, I already fed her today. Don't try to feed her again. Don't you harass my beta fish. She's the only pet that's allowed in the house for right now. So at some point, maybe in the future, when I'm like more well established and it's just me here, I'm gonna get a German Shepherd because the town doesn't allow the breed of dog that I wanted to get, which I would prefer to have a Doberman. I think Dobermans are pretty awesome. Facepalm? What? I still said it wrong, didn't I? We're almost done with this IPA. He said no?
No, he's on his way.
Oh, sweet. So we're just about done. I think you should have asked Google how much time is left on the timer.
Where is it?
The Google Home by the Little Miss.
Little Miss.
You like that door. So my door that I did mispronounce is still fun. All right. How much?
26 minutes, 31 seconds.
Oh, we got half an hour yet. What are we gonna do with the imp down here for half an hour?
I don't know.
Want to wrestle?
I did wrestling in high school.
I didn't. I don't know how to wrestle. I just got my ass kicked. My dad just beat the shit out of me.
Stay down, kid.
You don't want none of this, boy. That's the best part. Interacting with my dad, he's always like, boy. In fact, me and my dad were more father and son than Kratos and his boy in the new God of War game. So,
Welcome back, Imperial.
let's talk current events. Did you gentlemen know and or hear about the shooting in California?
No.
Yes, so apparently, yesterday, there was a shooting in California at a garlic festival. Some dude cut a couple of wires, and he walked up on this event with an assault rifle, semi-automatic, and he killed 3 people, wounded like 15 more, but was killed within a minute. They put him down in a minute of the shooting. Killed a 6-year-old boy.
Jesus. At a garlic festival?
At a garlic festival in California.
Garlic festival.
There's a religion that worships a giant spaghetti monster, Pastafarian. I have heard of that, actually.
Yeah, there was a guy who got his driver's license picture taken on with a colander on his head.
No fucking way,
He was
because it's his religion.
Yeah, he was Pastafarian.
Because you can't... I've had enough. I need to finish this.
I've had enough drinks.
Shut up. I gotta finish these. Waste not, want not.
I've always had thoughts about making my own religion.
What would you make for your own religion?
Well, I don't know what the core tenets would be, or the mythology,
Impuritorism.
but I would just make it just to skirt taxes.
Impuritarism?
Impuritorism.
Yes.
So, would somebody want to put a lid on that cottage cheese for me and get that put away?
I'll put a lid on you, old man.
Good fucking luck, boy. I'm the head of the household for a reason. Because my credit's better than everybody else. Ain't that the truth?
Never.
So, yeah, no. So, I've heard of the Pastafarian religion. I'm just not, like, too familiar with it. I wonder what they'd say to this whole excursion here with the, consumption and baking of pasta. If they'd approve of it or not.
If they'd approve of it?
Yeah. So, what else do you guys know or haven't heard of anything in the current events? What's your take?
Today is lasagna day.
Okay, so it's Lasagna Day. I never said I knew how to pronounce shit properly. So. Oh, okay, so I mentioned it earlier in the stream that over the last month of me just doing cooking streams, I've actually managed to increase viewership and keep people talking, but I know a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've networked with Blue Goat Bar, Nippon Cafe, Josie's been here a lot. I'm trying to think of who else that I interact with a lot on a very frequent basis with regards to Twitch. There's Stupid But Cutting. Actually, I've listed everybody that I interact with quite frequently on my channel below in my description and everything. I like working with these people. I like watching these people. I'm plugging right now, and these guys don't appreciate that. So, back to the matter at hand. I'm almost affiliate. I need to keep 3 viewers current and have 7 days over the last month. And I think tonight I should be able to meet that requirement, which I'm kind of excited about doing. I'd love to be able to say that I made it to affiliate, because I do have things planned cooking-wise for the next 2 months. And we're doing pretzels next week. This upcoming week. This Sunday.
Okay.
Pretzels. Soft pretzels. I have a recipe that should be the equivalent of Auntie Anne's, the ones you get at the mall. Yes. Sound effects by Impurator. I just call you Imp. Why don't you come over here and do that? When you shame an orc. I still haven't done that enough. I will get back into playing that game at some point. I know I want to do more video game streams. Quit throwing food, would ya? I've had it up to here with that crap.
You're not even that tall.
I don't care.
Don't eat that!
Don't my god, I have to babysit these two. Dude, the more you throw that at each other, the worse it gets. Like, don't you throw that at me. Oh my god, food fight. And not the one with Charlie Sheen either. This is actually probably better quality than that food fight.
I just fucking Kobe'd it.
Yeet! Oh my god, we lost a viewer because of you.
Wait, what?
We lost a viewer.
Fuck
But,
that guy.
no. We need people. Boy! Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the whole, the chat. So if anybody has any questions about what we're doing or why we're doing it or... Get your shit out of here, boy! Oh my god! This may be the last time I have these two twerps with me.
Two gun, but like two noodle.
Too drunk, more like. So, I think we've got about 20 minutes left before we can take it out of the oven. We'll get a quick look at it, because it should be fucking phenomenal. And then we'll take the foil off it. We got to put it back in for an additional 15 minutes to brown it up. And once that's done, we can plate it. I plan to do more streaming on Tuesdays with these gentlemen. So I will be playing games with Imperator and Wired Reflexes. And good, fuck you. Wednesdays, I'm not going to do anything. Thursdays, I'll probably play a little bit of Mabinogi when I get home from work. I might stream that, just some grinding, either doing commerce or trying to level up my blacksmithing skill, which is what I wanted to do the last time. Fridays, I will do PlayStation games. So I have Elder Scrolls Online, I have Mad Max. There's a few other games that I have on there that I have access to now because I actually have PlayStation Plus for my own account.
Oh, nice.
Because yours expired.
Oh, it did?
It did.
Oh.
So I have it for my own account, but that just means that we can't play the games that that I downloaded using your account.
No,
So
yeah.
those are all like locked. It said your license is expired, so you have to throw more money at it. Don't, because I'll go my year, and then once my year is expired and we have my games done, we can do yours. If that's still a thing. And Saturdays I'm going to do what I call Sit Down Saturday, and I'm just going to do a IRL chat. And so we'll just do that with a webcam and in a regular setting, and I'll just talk about different topics like, you know, whatever's going on in the news, kind of local things, and a little bit more detail on what I'm planning on doing for the following day, which is Sunday, and it's going to be my baking streams. So I know this upcoming Sunday, I'm going to be doing pretzels. I'm going to be making soft pretzels, because that's what this guy wants. We're going to be doing those.
What?
I'm excited. You mentioned pretzels the one day, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good enough for me.
Yes.
So we're going to be making I'm going to be making pretzels, and eventually, once all the sauces are here, we're going to be doing that as well. On a Sunday? Or does that have to be on a Tuesday?
It's gotta be on. It takes the day to make the wings.
Really?
Yes. So I would say.
Make them, well, but see, here's the deal. I have a bowling league I do on Monday nights, and eventually, here in August, that's going to kick back up, and I won't be available Monday nights.
I have my phone on there. I can look at it.
So,
I'll be back.
I'm going to let him look that up. But I'm very excited to try to start getting into a routine in that I'm going to be more present on my channel where I wasn't before. Now, I've got a couple of ideas, because like I said, I wanted to do a Starship Troopers theme. So be prepared for Would You Like to Know More, and I'm doing my part like out the ass. I fucking love that. Starship Troopers has been my thing since I was a kid. Read the book, watched all the movies, live action, and CGI. I even have the game. So it's very kind of just, it's big for me. And I even have plans to have a buddy of mine make me some props if I can. I called them down here for a second, and then I let them all run away. What has everybody got going on?
15 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Oh boy. And this is bad news for me because I feel really good. So, we got 15 minutes left. We can take it out, remove the aluminum foil, put it back in for an additional 15, and then we can start serving it. I'm very excited. Like, because not only because it's my first time making lasagna, but yeah, actually that's probably the biggest part of it. I don't know what else to feel on that regard. And I don't know if anybody's got any questions. So if anybody wants me to answer any questions regarding the stream, how I feel about current events, or just like anything, if you want me to answer what the answer to life, the universe, and everything is, I'll just go ahead and outright tell you. It's 42. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has also been a very big influence for me. I love science fiction. Probably my favorite thing. I need to find curtains too, because the sunlight, it screws with the lighting on my OBS. So we'll just have to wait and see. I did honestly forget to put on Twitter that I was planning on making this. I mentioned that I was going to be making it at 5 o'clock. And let's see, it's 1700. It's been an hour and a half. We have been live for an hour and 26 minutes. Goofing off, making pasta, and throwing shit everywhere. So I literally have just like a noodle left. So, got questions? Fire away. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. I don't have anything interesting like planned either right now. I know I wasn't meant to stream today, but it was more of an impromptu thing, and I just kind of feel like it's not a bad thing to do every now and again. Especially since I've taken an interest in cooking and baking a bit more than I used to. I know some of the stuff that I used to make back in high school and college, I made ramen every day in high school. I always ate ramen noodles. When I got into college, I learned how to fry hamburger. I made some wicked grilled cheese. You know, I made small things, not anything too intricate. But one of the things that I'm going to have to learn how to make here for one of the future streams is linguine in September. There's also a couple days that are exclusively drinks. I'm not too enthused about that. I think I'll figure something else out, because one of them is a coffee day, National Coffee Day. And I honestly don't drink coffee. I'd much rather have a cup of hot tea than I would coffee. Oh, I wish. Let me see something here quick. Bear with my ugly mug. Alice is doing Elder Scrolls Online. We're back online. Mother posted a picture. Slitterbox is doing World of Warcraft. Fedora, Paper Mario, Van Halen Beard. I'm live. We're live. There's not really much going on. Can you think of anything to talk about? Kill time for the next 10 minutes? That may or may not be of any interest to anybody?
No.
No? You want to just stand here and chat?
No.
You want to put water in the fridge for me?
No.
Okay. That only cost me $3, by the way.
Yes, but I want actually good tasting water.
Bitch, that's the water you're gonna get. Otherwise, drink out of the faucet.
That's why I was buying my own at one point.
You were?
Yeah, that first container I bought.
Right, everybody was an asshole when they drank your water.
Yeah.
That's right. Fill the fridge. This part will probably buffer out. What's in that pizza box?
Don't ask me these questions.
What's your favorite episode of Konosuba?
Shut up, you weeb.
Fuck's sake! So, people don't mind me asking, what's your favorite form of entertainment? I mean, obviously you're here on Twitch, but you like watching, was it PewDiePie?
Fuck.
I don't care for YouTube as much as I used to. I know I watched a lot of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and that group. I've fallen out of it. Haven't watched them in years. The fuck are you two doing in there?
Do this in the kitchen, yeah, that way we have something for the viewers to watch.
Oh my god, they're gonna have a pillow fight.
No, I'm gonna try to lift him up.
He's gonna try and
He's gonna
lift
try to lift you. Remember to use your legs and not your back.
Yeah, I hurt myself last time.
Because you used your back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Just trying to lift my bro.
Welcome to the stage, Impurator and Wired Reflexes.
Oh!
What? Come back here, you scuttling bastards! Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of this stuff away while we wait. Just because I really don't have much anything else going on right now. I wish I did. I don't know if everybody's just kind of lurking right now. I feel like that's the case. So, at any rate, lasagna's in the oven. We've got a little bit of time left before what we do is we take it out. When I take it out, I'll go ahead and I'll take the foil off it. But I'll get a... I'm going to move this over, actually. Alright. So now that that's over there, instead of here, we're able to view the stove, which is here. Once we can see the stove, I'll go ahead and I'll show everybody what it looks like underneath all that aluminum foil. I may have put the foil on too tight, and we may lose a bit of cheese off the top, but hopefully, it turns out just fine. So it supposedly was supposed to take about an hour and a half to do this whole thing, and Wired Reflexes is probably not going to be able to stick around for too terribly long. I am not going to force everybody to watch us eat the actual lasagna, which is good, because nobody should see that kind of shit. I feel that way anyway. I don't know. I feel like I missed out on a few things. I have to make a phone call eventually. I don't know if I could have answered that phone call while I was talking. I feel like I probably wasn't able to do that, because I feel like it might have ended up on stream, because it's using my phone as a voice template right now. So, I think the next... I'd have to double check, because I wrote down every Sunday from August through September for my cooking ideas. I'll have to wait and see. Somebody ask a question. Let me see something quick. It looks like there's another notification. Gailey is streaming The Isle. Oh! I wish there was a way I could promote that. Gailey's one of the other streamers that I like to support quite frequently. In all honesty, give me 1 second here. She's an artist, right? So this is actually some of her merch. It's her Argo mug. It's like her cat. So I'll go ahead and just plug that because I can. Because, yeah, I can. It's my channel. I'll do what I want, damn it. So, that being said, I think we've got just a couple more minutes, maybe 6 or so minutes before we can go ahead and take it out of the oven to take the foil off and put it back in. So, give me one moment to go check my Google Home in the other room. I'll be right back. Hey Google, how much time is left on the timer?
There's 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
All right, you heard the lady. We got 5 minutes and 11 seconds before we can go ahead and pop that sucker out of there. And then we just need to brown it up a little bit more. I need to get some curtains for my kitchen because all this natural light coming in, it's fantastic, but it's a bit much. I feel that way anyway. I don't know. And it gets so much darker in here because it wants to focus on being outside, and that's not what it needs to be. My buddies have run off too, so they're all upstairs in their rooms just kind of doing their own things. They've been playing Stellaris recently. And I bought that game a few years back, and I haven't really gotten into playing it. The first time I tried playing it was with Imp. And he's like, oh, just kind of do your own thing, I'll protect you. And he starts waging war. And then somebody comes over and they're like, we like what you got, we're taking it. And I got wiped out. And I was just like, fuck, dude, can you come help me out? And he's like, I'm a little busy. Which is just kind of how that guy is, honestly. Which is fine. So, fuck. I hate having to sit here and monologue for hours while everybody just kind of sits and does nothing or lurks. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is as soon as all of the timer goes off, when it's done, I'm going to do something kind of crazy. Maybe. I don't know. To let everybody know that we're kicking it back up again. The stream's going. Just to... I don't know. I'm losing momentum right now. It's not a good thing. Not at all. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a Coke out of the fridge. Because I have extra Coke. Maybe a little bit of I can't read fucking chat from here. My boots feel extra heavy because of all the alcohol. I mean, we'll find out. So the prep work is all done. We're just waiting for the last couple minutes on this to be baked. Now I think the pasta was a little bit al dente. I could have boiled it for just a little bit longer than I did. And probably take another crack at it eventually. Sorry, I just have to peer the window to make sure that my my AC unit, the pipe likes to freeze up a bit, and I'm working on just making sure that that's not too terribly much of an issue. So, a couple more minutes, and we'll be able to take this out. Get a good look at it, and then put it in for a few more minutes, maybe 10. I think maybe 10. And what I'll do is we'll add a little bit extra cheese. Something maybe like cheddar. Because why not? I like cheddar cheese. And we should be good to go. I plan on putting pictures and stuff on Twitter. I know I tweeted that I was planning on making this. I did not tweet that I was live. The video will eventually go up on my YouTube channel. I'll also post pictures on my Discord. So if anybody has any interest in that, I didn't put it in my information, but if you type !Discord, !YouTube, and !Twitch, Twitter. All of my social media stuff will be linked in the chat via Private Charles Zim, who is my little bot, my good friend there. Well, with the whole Starship Troopers thing, I thought it would be kind of neat to put him in there as a little bot. Would you like to know more? That sound can mean only one thing. Bear with me while I get the camera moved. We are going to go and we're going to pull it out of the oven. My buddies are nowhere to be seen. They all kind of just like bailed on me. So, ooh, buddy. Are you ready to see this? Damn! All I can say is, damn, look at that. May have had a little bit more cheese on there than I thought it needed. Now, the next step, according to the website that I looked up, is to put this back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes. So, same temperature, just a little bit more time. I'm going to go into the other room. Came back just in time, no joke. How stoked is that, right? So the problem is, here I was trying to unclip it like I did the other one. The problem is I have to put it back in the oven, and then we get the final. How you doing? She just accused the babe. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
And welcome back, Josie. Nice to have you back. Yep, we are just about done with this little cooking adventure. So, I'm pretty excited. I'm glad that it's starting to finally wrap up. Because I feel like this has dragged on way too long. I know I should do things in like parts. Or I should do more of like what I did yesterday, where I had two things that I was working on as opposed to just this one. So, going forward, I'm going to start doing cooking streams in like, two items. That way it doesn't just kind of like peter out halfway through like we have right now. So... shoot! It's so much more fun, though, when I can show everybody how it looks when it's done, than to just be like, oh, well, here's a photo. I don't know. I feel like maybe what I should have done is cook one beforehand. Be like the actual professional shows where it's like, oh, well, here, let's get this put in the oven, and this is what it looks like 45 minutes ago. And it's just like... Maybe. That way I can feel not so bad if it turns out shitty. But, I don't know. A 2-hour cooking stream. See, that's the thing, is that my streams are supposed to kind of be towards 2 hours at a time. That's the time frame I wanted to go with, honestly. Because if I can just do 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, it's a good, consistent stream. You know, I want to build up a base. I'd like to get into it a bit more. But at the same time, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to get into an accounting position, which is what I went to school for. I give out a lot of information about myself on these, and that probably has a lot to do with the fact that I've been drinking alcohol. Somebody walked by my window. So you missed the last minute? That's fine. What I did is we pulled it out for a minute, we took the aluminum foil off, and luckily I was very worried because I thought that I had put the aluminum foil on too tight. And as you can see, we've only got just a couple pieces of cheese that got stuck to the aluminum foil. So, it's back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes. I'd like to think we put that in there about 4 or 5 minutes ago. And once it's done, I'm going to be super stoked. I can't wait to take pictures and to post it to my Twitter, as I have been doing, as well as my Discord chat. And Josie, I do at some point plan to make skooma from the Elder Scrolls. I just, I need to find a good recipe for it, and I need to to figure out some of the stuff that I've got going around my house. So, everything is in the works. I'm very excited to try new things. So for some reason or another, I thought it was a good idea to leave my cottage cheese just sitting out. I'm going to put this in the fridge. There's going to be a bit of shaking. But that's just the fridge. Perfect man? I am not the perfect man. Believe me. I am far from the perfect man. Or I think of myself as less. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go into one of those moments where I'm just getting like the 1,000-yard stare out my back door window. There's a lot of interesting crap out there. You think I'm great? Well, thank you. Much appreciated. I try some things, and some things I don't do very well otherwise. I don't give myself enough credit, honestly. I'm always so super critical about myself. Now, I want to try to stay off that topic, because then I just kind of like slopes. I know Alice is streaming right now, so as soon as we're done here, I'd like to try to kick it over to her. I think I'm set to auto-host her. So, you has a tree. I want to get rid of that damn tree, honestly. Okay, so it overhangs my house to the point where it touches the roof. So when I bought my house, it'd been sitting empty for almost 2 years. And when I first showed up and I looked at the house, I looked up, and in the gutters, I saw not only little sprouts, but I saw like a dozen squirrels eating out of the gutters like it was a feed trough. What the heck? But pruning how to fix that. And see, that's the thing, is here in the next, I want to say 6 or 7 months, I fully intend to get in contact with a company that does a lot of tree removal and pruning. So I am going to actually contract that out, and hopefully it doesn't cost me more than $500 to get it done. I also need to reseed my yard because it's like 80% creeping Charlie, which is just ground ivy. And it's a nuisance, and the area where it's all growing is in shade. So I need to figure out what kind of grass grows in the shade so that I can have grass and have an actual yard instead of just, weeds. I want to bring this house as close to its original state as I can get it. I want to try to keep some things modern. I need to redo some pipe work. in the basement for like the bathrooms and stuff. It all needs new plumbing. But the wiring was redone not too long ago. These gorgeous kitchen cabinets. I think this is phenomenal. It's the process of homeowning, exactly. And I have these gorgeous concrete banisters on my patio. And I wish I could show people pictures without like giving away where I live. I don't want to put that out there. But it needs work. I have to contract out a company to come in and redo it. And I have a friend of mine he's got himself a 3D printer. And I want him to 3D print me some gargoyles. Because I want to put gargoyles on the corners of the patio. And I've had a few people come over to the house who say that they've lived here, or that they've seen the house. The house is over 100 years old. And it's a very important landmark here in the town. And you know, they're like, oh, you know, when I was a kid, we used to have these planters out front, but the last homeowner took these concrete planters and he just threw them in the dump. They've been with the house forever. And luckily one of my neighbors went out and he grabbed them out there, but it's in like 4 pieces. So if I could put it back together and cast a mold, I can make those flower pots out and put them on my patio again. I really want to try to restore the house as much as possible while trying to keep some of the stuff modern, which is the big issue. So hopefully stream quality is fine. Unfortunately, I can't tell, and it's a big thing I'm worried about because every now and again I see in the upper left corner about right here it says poor connection, and when it says poor connection, it kicks it out. So it can be done. Yes, I have this house till it burns to the ground, till I lose my job and end up in foreclosure, or I drop dead. I'm not going anywhere. This house is my house, and I am super stoked to own it. I fully intend to bring it up to where it needs to be. Now, I've been rambling for the last few minutes, and I want to say we've probably got about 8 minutes left before we can take this out of the oven. And before I take it out, I'm going to move the camera back over here. That way you can see it come out, see just how beautiful this turns out. Hopefully it turns out beautiful. It should very well turn out beautiful. I always make mistakes sometimes. That's a contradictory sentence. Always make mistakes sometimes. I think I've had too much to drink, and I'm going to not drink anymore for the rest of the night. But I look forward to starting my bowling up again on Monday and trying to keep up with this new streaming schedule. So I know the guys and I here at the house are looking forward to playing games like The Forest, Stellaris, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Hell, we might even stream Dungeons and Dragons. Now, whether we do that through Roll20, or I take my phone downstairs to the basement and we sit down and I just kind of have it over our shoulder as we play on a tabletop, who knows? I would love to get into doing some of that stuff. And that's mostly just, like I said, for Tuesdays, because we all kind of have Tuesdays off. Well, they have Tuesdays off. We all work in the same industry, different hours. So, I think we got about 6 minutes left. I like that shirt. I made my Asian wear it. McDonkskerdoke. What? I want to see D&D. Don't know how it works. One of my buddies is a pretty decent DM. I'm just a really shitty role player. So my thing is, hopefully that played well. I would love to see, like, did it play anything? An alert? Hopefully? OBS? Oh no! Hopefully it did, because I shed my bot. Hopefully it does. Anyway, D&D. Yeah, no, it should be pretty fun. And yeah, the shirt's a little bit small on me. I make too much food and I eat too much food. Hooligan MP3, thank you for playing. Does it work through phone stream? I don't know, honestly, because I have something set up, an alert set up, and it might actually only work through OBS on the PC. So I feel like I owe you guys that little GIF, honestly. But thank you for, following. It's much appreciated. And like I said, I think we got about 5 more minutes. I want to say 5 more minutes before we can pull this out of here in the stove and take a look at this phenomenal first attempt at lasagna. And eventually I'm planning on making like way more food here going forward. Hooligan MP3. So, like I said, I actually have a couple of buddies. One of the guys I bowl with was, at the time, he told me he was a world-class dungeon master. And he always did, like, Generation 3 Dungeons & Dragons, because that's what they played at the time. He's kind of an older gentleman. I shouldn't say older gentleman. He's older than I am. He's old enough to be my fucking father. But I love bowling with the guy. I have a blast. I worked with him at my first full-time job for about a year. But actually, Wired Reflexes is our domestic dungeon master. You've only bowled once in your life. What? Bowling's so much fun though when you can get into it. I have been bowling since I was in elementary school. I was part of a Saturday morning league, and I got into it because I would go with my mother to her bowling league on Friday nights. And I had a blast. Actually, I average about 190 pins a game. Not 190, I'm sorry. So it's more like 180. But I love to bowl. I bowl every Monday through a season here anymore. Haven't had the chance to go again. Oh, it's always a lot of fun to go. I don't know, is it just because the bowling alleys are located far enough away? The town I grew up in had a bowling alley, so I always was down there Friday nights, Saturday mornings. I bowled in tournaments. I just had a lot of fun bowling, and I still do enjoy bowling. I just never thought about it as as a career. I actually streamed bowling one night. There's one in most casinos. Really? None of the casinos in my state have I ever found a bowling alley. So, there's our timer. I'm pretty excited now. I'm ready. We don't have independent bowling locations. Oh, wow. I actually live half a block away from the bowling alley here in town. And it's for sale. Lasagna! Now you motherfuckers show up. Eat shit, this is mine now. Bastards. You're supposed to keep me company. Right, it's fucking phenomenal. Actually, it looks exactly the same as when I put it back in there 15 minutes ago. This is the first of many lasagnas to be made in this house. That's exciting. You can smell that lasagna. It is just all kinds of exciting, isn't it? So, Imp, what do you think? You had a hand in making this lasagna. Are you proud?
I am proud. It looks
On
like
a scale of 1 to, like, unfucking believable. Badass?
badass.
Alright, man. Now, if only we could get fucking Wired Reflexes down here.
He's busy.
Oh, is he? Alright, perfect. We'll leave him be. We'll just have to eat his portion. Or send it through the mail to Josie. I think we can do that. We could probably send you his portion. It has been a pleasure to host all of you. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I will be back again probably tomorrow night to play some games with Imp and Wired Reflexes as long as the internet holds out. I will see you all then. Until then, have a great night. If it'll stop, why won't it stop?